Hi everybody, Paola Jo from Cedar Quilts. This is an almost live with very little editing. Lori's not here. Oh my, I haven't been on here lately. We've been so busy. Oh my goodness. Summer is always the time when everybody gets together. There have been reunions. We've had company from Montana. Oh, I've been playing with those little cowboys. My grandsons have been here for about 2 weeks and they just left yesterday. Our other daughter got married last weekend, so I've been busy with alterations and all the things that go into being the mother of the bride. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I have not had time for much quilting lately. Whenever I have had a little bit of downtime these last couple of weeks, I've been kind of working on a Halloween quilt with some spider webs. And I had memorized one and I had duplicated them out and I had laid it out in Art and Stitch and I had laid it out in Pro Stitcher, but I just couldn't get my computer, my Pro Stitcher, and my Stitcher, my Fusion, to talk to each other. They were just too busy, and the good Lord was just telling me, don't even worry about it, Paola, just focus on family and just enjoy. And so anyway, when I'd have a few minutes and I just needed to think about something other than all the things I was thinking about, I'd come down here and I'd try to do a little bit of quilting. Well, anyway, I finally stitched out a few of the spider webs just in free motion. I could not get my Pro Stitcher to work. I had called into the Handi Quilter tech people. Oh my goodness, they are fabulous, but they've been busy. So anyway, we just kind of kept missing each other. We were playing phone tag. Anyway, so here it is now. It's what, Tuesday, I think, and everybody's gone home, and I called into Handi Quilter again today because I was almost done with all the big spider webs. Now I just have a few little borders, little sashes to do, and I was thinking, oh, if I could just use my Pro Stitcher, life would be a little bit easier, and I could get this finished up really quickly. So anyway, I called in again, and this time I wasn't in the car and I wasn't on the road, and I did get a hold of somebody and I wasn't on hold. And anyway, oh, the Handi Quilter tech guys are fabulous. He talked me through a couple of quick little things. Check this, check that. Yep, nope. Okay, and what does this look like? Oh, go get this Allen wrench and do this and that. And so I was trying my very best to follow directions correctly and not talk too much. I'm a very noisy listener usually. I bet you didn't know that. Anyway, oh my goodness, he got everything working. Oh, it just was a simple little thing. Yep, the two parts were not quite talking to each other, and he helped me get it all fixed up. So now, oh my, I have to show you what I've done, because I have set this poor little spiderweb thing up so many times over the last 2 weeks, and now that everything was working, yeah, zip, I copied and pasted and lined them up and tweaked them a little bit. Each one I changed the size, and then I would put it back to the starting point and the end point of the next one, and then I would turn them a little bit and then duplicate and reposition, and then I would twist it and turn it a little bit so it would fit inside the multi-pointed area that I set up for my last little border. Oh my goodness, and it all just works so slick. So anyway, I'm going to show you a quick picture of what I came up with, and then I'll be able to, I'm memorizing it, I'm saving the workspace, I'm memorizing the designs individually. I have 8 or 9 or 10 little spider webs. And then I will be able to reposition each one and tweak them a little bit as I need for each little border sash. And then as I get ready to stitch it out, I'm going to baseline and memorize it so that I don't lose it in case I run out of bobbin thread or something happens, something crashes. So anyway, you know me, I'm a free motion girl. Oh, thank goodness, because I was able to stitch out most of these spider webs without my computer. Even though I was hoping that I could do it. And yes, as soon as they got me up and running and everything, talking to each other again, yeah, I was able to quickly do my little bits with the computer and set it up, and oh, it's working again. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I did. Okay, so here is my, oh, and I'm not going to be able to hold this very still. Here's my multi-pointed area of my last border, because I have all these other spider webs, some little ones, some big ones, some little ones, some big ones, And I just went in here, and with my multi-point, I was marking. I can't do this all by myself. Normally Lori's here. Anyway, I was just marking all my little points of where I have open space here and where I could fit in my new little spider webs. And yeah, then I placed one, I duplicated it, repositioned it, duplicated it, repositioned it, and then I started tweaking and rotating them and changing the sizes a little bit. So anyway, now that is saved, and I'm going to stitch it out, and I am a happy camper. So anyway, I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to stitch out these last couple of borders and sashes in between my bigger pieces and get this done and delivered today. Oh, I am back in the studio, and I'm a busy gal, so I'll try to post a few more things here in the coming days and weeks, but love my family. I have enjoyed having them here, and I'm going to just try to stay busy so I don't get too depressed that they're all gone and it's too quiet around here. Okay, I have this all set up. I'm where I need to be to start. I switched out my tall wall. They call it the sure foot, but I took off my tall wall foot that I was using because I was using a lot of rulers, and I put on my glide foot, and I'm ready to go. Okay, everything is going. This will just take a couple minutes, and that will be done, and then I can do the others. Ah, I'm a happy camper. Okay. So now, here's my next space. I've got a little bit of odd spaces in between on this sashing now. The first one was a border. This one now has uneven bottom and uneven top with my spider webs both above and below. So you can see my new area is going to be a little different than my old one. So I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to go back over here. I had saved them as individuals before I grouped them together, and now I can go back in and I can tweak each one and resize them and readjust them. I'm going to add a couple more little ones over here. And yeah, I can keep playing and adjusting them until they fit just right, and then I can save it and baseline it and then save it and then stitch it out, and yeah, it's gonna be cool. So now that each one is separate again, I can select one, I can modify it, I can resize it, I can change it up and make each one fit. So I have selected this one, I have resized it a little bit, I have rotated it a little bit, and now my start and stop points are different than they were. So I'm bringing my crosshairs, my needle, into position of where the stop is going to be. And now I can select the next one, and I can reposition to the start point, and it moves it. And now I can again adjust it and rotate it and make it a little bit bigger and rotate it till it's going to be able to match here, and I keep adjusting the start and stop points, and yeah, it's going to be pretty wonderful. Okay, that took me a few more minutes than I thought it would. I had a new client stop by and we had to chat and visit about his quilt that he dropped off. So anyway, oh, it's good to be back. Missed you guys. Oh, I had so much fun with the family though. Oh, so forgive me for being a little bit behind. But anyway, here we go. Sorry, this is unedited. Yeah. Thanks for coming by. Stop and see me often. Thanks. Toodaloo.